with our Mental Health Mondays.
We are in the building.
Yes, how are you doing?
I am wonderful.
Wonderful. I'm excited, y'all.
No, Lord.
Because I finally, like you go to a family reunion, and then you be meeting people, cousins and stuff that you ain't never met before. They be like, come here, this your cousin. On your daddy's side of the family.
You went to a family reunion?
Your daddy named Joe. Yeah, it was at Grace Point.
Oh, okay.
It was a family reunion yesterday at Grace Point Baptist Church, where the lovely Miss Rose also did a event talking about mental.
Yeah, we had a mental health summit yesterday. Shout out to Grace Point for receiving me and Pastor Barnes. Y'all doing some good things out there. I really enjoyed service. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love my pastor. He all right with me.
Yes, he all right with me too.
Yes. And then I walked in the church and saw my brother, y'all. After 15 years.
You see how this number keep going up? Last week, y'all, we was at 5.
I finally got to meet my brother.
Lord.
I felt like Sheila in The Color Purple. This
what we doing. This what we doing. Y'all, so for those of you who don't know, if y'all did, please. Listen, y'all. Last week, if you tuned in to us last week, you heard her go in on me because she hadn't met her brother, my husband.
I just mentioned
so it. You mentioned it for 25 minutes. Huh? So what had happened was I decided, since she called me out on air, I'm going to go on ahead and clear the air on the air. So we have him in the building today, y'all.
Yeah!
So Tayo Kane Day is in the building from London, UK. Woo-hoo! Over there where the Queen has been reigning for over 70 years. He is a Scottish born, but he Nigerian, y'all. So please don't let him fool you. He is fully Nigerian. He does have an accent. So if you can't understand what he's saying, I'm going to try my best to translate. Okay? All right. You're going to say hey to the people?
Say hello to the people.
Hey, people.
Now say it in the other language.
What other language? He speaks English. He speaks English.
No, you don't only speak English. You speak that other language. I heard you in your sister.
Yeah, I speak Ebonics.
No. You speak that stuff that I don't know, and I'd be like, she probably don't say something about me.
I would never say anything about you. If I were going to say anything about you, I would say it in English.
Listen, I am happy to have you here, Teo, brother. So glad to put a face with a name.
Really?
After all these years.
How many years, sis?
How many years? It's been about 17, 18 years.
As the minutes fly.
Like So, I just love y'all relationship. I just love the way y'all love. Y'all just look so beautiful together.
Well, it's me. I make him look good.
Oh, we're not going to do this.
Oh, okay, my bad. We make each other look good. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't do that.
Okay, my bad.
Do my brother like that all up on there.
It's all about your brother.
All these peoples and stuff.
My bad,
so,
y'all.
Yeah, all these people. Yeah, she just playing. So we're on here, and like I said, I just love you all's relationship, and the fact that how long have you guys been married?
13
years.
We've been together for 15
years, and yes, and so today, I just want to talk about being in love and being married. I had been told that a divorce is the same as death.
Absolutely.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
For his mental. And so mentally, Rose, how do you think that shuts down a person when they go through a divorce?
Well, you're going through a lot of changes physically, because at that point you're leaving a life behind, right? So now you have to grieve that life. So it's a grief process. You have to grieve the life that you were living. Then you go through grieving the dreams and the hopes and the plans that y'all made together. So there's a lot that's happening in the course of it's not just you go your way, I go my way. You know,
Yes.
you're grieving a lot of things. If y'all have kids together, you're grieving the fact that your children will no longer be in a two-parent home. If
Yes.
if you have a business together, you're grieving the fact that you are no longer a partnership in marriage
Mm-hmm.
and business, but just in business. And then you have to figure out how to make that work. There's so many things. If you have friends, depending on how long y'all been together, you share
Yes.
friends. So now it's like, am I going when you go somewhere? You going when I go? It's just it can be depressive. You can go through anxiety. You can it's a roller coaster of
Yes.
emotions. Yeah.
And so, do you recommend that when a divorce does happen, that people go get counseling?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're becoming a different person again. Now you're going from being a married person back into the single life, and you're going to need to talk to somebody. And a lot of times, depending on what type of, like, if the divorce was, amicable, or if it was a tumultuous one, depending on how it goes, there's a lot that you need to talk out with someone who is not a biased party. Sometimes if you talk to your friends, they're taking sides, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to talk to a neutral party that can help
Yeah,
you through
that's
all of
not on
those
my, that
emotions.
ain't on
Yeah,
my side, ain't on your side.
absolutely,
They're on our side, and they just want us to be better.
absolutely,
Yeah, because it's a lot of people that suffer in silence when it comes to divorce.
absolutely.
Because it's a lot of people that I didn't know that was divorced until you go down your timeline and you see they changed their last name, and
Hey, and
then
they go from first and last to first and middle name.
yeah, yeah, and all that type of stuff. And then you see them out of town with somebody else. You be like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
that's not.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna put that all on the Facebook like that? You
Right.
still married,
Right.
and yeah, you ain't even know.
You
So,
clutching your
like,
pearls.
wait,
You
yeah,
better
you
like,
be like, oh, wait a
wait
minute,
a
you're not
minute.
supposed to be out here talking about living my best life with my new baby and stuff. What you doing? I just see y'all in church.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
is in you got people who get divorced, and that's another thing.
Mhm.
Who get divorced, but they go to the same church.
Mhm.
So who
Mhm.
leaving the church?
The Lord gonna have to work that one
Yeah.
out for 'em. Yeah.
So that's just something hard
Mhm.
to go through. So then when I look at y'all, love y'all give me hope. I be like,
Come
I can
on, hope.
still give me something. Somebody gonna run through here.
Why they gotta run through?
Yeah, because
Why
I
they
want
can't
to.
just walk?
No, because the longest I've been where you got to run to me.
Well, you said run
Listen,
through.
Yeah, I'm talking about run through.
Okay.
And you know how we say. I'm
Okay.
using ebonics.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I ain't understand that one. I ain't understand that.
Come
Okay.
on now,
I'm
come on
with
now,
you.
come
I'm
with me.
with you. I'm
We
with you.
supposed to be together.
I'm right
Now,
there.
don't
with
fall off of.
Okay, my bad.
We connected. Don't act like that because your husband.
I
here.
mean, you the one.
Yeah, we
when I
connected.
came in the building, you didn't act like we was connected.
Yeah, we could.
You just said, "Hey, sis." He come in the building.
Well, you are him,
Mm,
and he is you.
That's
Y'all
how
are one.
y'all see how people be trying to flip stuff when they know they wrong. Y'all see how she tried to
You
get all
are one.
biblical on me.
So
Yeah.
if I speak to him, I'm really speaking to you.
Come
You see
on.
what I'm saying?
I bet you won't say it with your preacher voice.
Yeah,
You?
if I'm speaking to you.
Ah! Y'all, come get her. Why do y'all not pray for me every Monday from 6 to 7?
They did.
Eastern Standard Time. Why y'all don't pray for me?
They did have pray for you.
I don't think so.
They pray. Yes, they did. They probably tell you how they know. Because I got to meet my brother. So they prayed that our sisterhood will become closer.
Hallelujah.
and get a bigger bond.
Hallelujah.
Because you finally, after 20 years.
Here we go. We done made it to 20, y'all. By the end of this hour, we gonna be right. We will be at 35. Shoot. Come on now, sis. Come on. After 20 years, you done met him in person.
So Teo, let me hear from you. Tell me.
Come on, Teo.
He can't talk.
Yeah.
You know you can't be acting all demanding
I'm
on
sorry.
air in front
I'm
of all
sorry.
these people now.
I apologize. I'm going to be on my best behavior from henceforth.
Now, God, Jesus, pray for me.
Oh, pray for you.
Because she's not going to act right. She's not going to act right in front of all these people. So,
if you're watching live, y'all see how they got me sandwiched in between them? Because this is how they do me. Go ahead.
Okay, the question I was asking my brother before I was interrupted by his wife. He can't even say
y'all see my brother and his wife. Y'all caught that? Because I caught it. I'm on my water.
what do you think is the key to keeping a happy marriage?
Mm-hmm.
See, you know what? You're not finna be intimidating him like this on air. We're gonna see you over there in the corner until the questions is over.
I ain't even said. I just looked at him just so he can answer the question.
Coach Rosie. Okay,
if
come
you're
on.
watching live, y'all see I ain't doing that. Go ahead. I won't look at you.
Okay. Wow.
You said don't look at him.
If you're in trouble at home, blink twice, brother. Just blink
if you
twice.
need help,
If you need help, blink twice. We'll get you some help after the program.
what's happening? Oh, Jesus. Go ahead.
Okay,
and
Teo.
LOL
Come on,
question.
please.
Help
Hey,
the
Rose,
people.
act right.
Well, I would say two things. You've got to have mutual respect to each other, for each other,
Yes.
and you've got to communicate.
Communicate.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to tell Rose, because if she had to communicate with me better, I wouldn't be feeling so bad about, not seeing you after 22 years. But
now we at 22. It ain't even been a whole minute.
so so you gonna chime in over there, Gil?
Because he know what it is.
And you
Somebody gotta be on my side. Somebody. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, they should be nice to me because it's my birthday week.
Oh, happy birthday!
Don't come with the happy birthday now. Y'all call in and say happy birthday to me because they don't love me.
Happy birthday to Coach Rosie. Y'all call in and sing to her. 423-713-7614. Jamel, call in and sing to your auntie Rose.
Yes, please, dude.
Because your uncle is here. And you finally get to meet him. After all these years, I know you want him to take you fishing. And, y'all have some conversations.
Right. How many years?
It's 22.
We still at 22.
Yeah, we still at 22.
Okay.
Yes. So, since Teo has answered, see, Rose, you ain't acting right.
Okay, yes.
Okay, and he said communication and
mutual respect.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's a must.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times, and when it gets to that point, that if you don't communicate, if you're not communicating anymore, then that's what leads to. Yeah. Because I'm a person that went through a divorce, and when we stopped talking, well, I didn't even really want to talk to him. And, I'm sorry. That was my
because I was like, don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't.
Yeah.
Y'all know I be needing to hear stuff before she say it on air because I don't know where she's gonna go. So this ain't about you. Help the people.
I'm sorry.
Let's help the people.
We helping the people.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, so
you were what saying, had happened was, I knew that and I went to my counselors. I did on my own and try. And then the thing about the counselors that I had, they didn't want to counsel us by ourselves. And she wouldn't counsel us without her husband. Her husband was always present, and we always had to be together. But I told her I need to talk to you by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I just needed that. Then I want to know, like, when did you know that you wanted her to be your wife?
Well, first of all, let's start with ask him where he saw me that he decided he wanted to date me. Tell him to tell you that story.
Rose, you can't just be jumping in the question.
My bad.
But
he slick stalked me.
Have you got something to add to what I said, though?
He slick stalked me. Do I have what to add to what? No, she didn't ask me the question. She didn't. She's not. See, so today I'm really not the guest of honor. What? You are the guest of honor.
Right now, y'all not acting like the people that
I
love y'all. Look,
yeah. We love and we love it. And let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you, real talk. You have to be able. Yeah, this is still us being for real. Because listen, you got to be able to have real conversation.
Yeah,
it can be funny, it can be hard, it can be smooth sailing. It's that's all encompassing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Too many times people get married to people they can't even be themselves around, or they get
Yes.
married to people where they feel like I gotta change who I am. Hey man, first time he met me,
You was acting like this.
I was acting just like this. Yes or no? I told him
I
what you get.
apologize, brother.
What you
I
apologizing
apologize.
for?
Cause I apologize. Bro.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I told him because y'all. Okay, so we started it off by letting you know that he's British. Okay, and y'all know them British folks. They're real prim and proper. Now, your girl right here, she can get prim and proper, but she also grew up in Highland Park. So the Highland Park comes up every now and then. However, I know when to switch it up. So he had to see all of those sides to really decide if he wanted to be my husband, because that's a whole job.
I'm sorry, Teo. After 23 years, I
No, we done made it to
apologize
23.
for her actions.
Why?
Because you know what? When I
Let me
met her, she had these two personalities, and she just, that's why she is a counselor, because she counsels herself. She had her own sessions.
That's what we doing
No,
today.
we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it.
Oh Lord. But no, real talk.
Yeah.
Mutual respect for one another is important, and communication is important.
Yes.
Because you got to be able to talk it out.
Yes. Yes.
Now I talk and I be talking.
Yeah.
He's not much of a, so we talk, right? He's more of a, let's talk about it right now. See, me, I have to like figure out what I'm gonna say before I talk. But that's also a part of mutual respect, knowing when the person is ready to talk. You know what I'm saying? Giving that space and learning people's communication style. Because that's important.
So how long were y'all
go
friends
ahead.
before y'all decided to?
Before he popped the question.
Okay, so y'all didn't become friends before y'all just started dating, or
I
y'all
had to
just
be
went
his
right
friend,
into
because if we weren't friends,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, we was friends. We was friends for a minute.
For a while.
Yeah.
And then okay, so like the question I was trying to ask him before you had went on all on to that. Tell I apologize. She usually don't act like this on Mondays. Ooh, drink that water.
I only act like this on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Drink that water, rinse some of that attitude out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so after 24 years of me not meeting you, when, like I said, when did you know that she was gonna be your wife?
It was after, excuse me, it was after months of friendship. We had regular phone calls, long distance as it were.
Yeah.
And the friendship just grew into a position where I would not end my day without talking to her multiple times, basically.
Yeah.
And it got at that point, just think, you know what, let's take it to the next level. Let's make it formal. Not as married at that time, just as boyfriend and girlfriend, so that we can be more open and honest with each other. Because when you're just friends, it's different from when you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
So we got to that stage of boyfriend and girlfriend, became closer, and that's when our friends started knowing. Well, some friends knew, but that's when we really became public about it.
Okay, so did y'all start off as a long distance relationship, or were y'all? It started off as a long distance relationship.
Yes, we did.
And so when you met her, was she acting like this?
She's always been a lovely woman.
Ooh. Y'all heard that?
What did he say?
She's always been a lovely woman.
Lovely.
Yeah, he know. He know. We go home together. Hey, he know the answer.
Teo, blink. You in trouble? Blink, Teo. I got you. Don't be scared.
I even looked at him.
I did not
I
even
ain't said nothing.
Y'all. You that rose in front of the plate. That's what you acting like. You. Okay,
I'm back.
You back. You clicking back. Drink some more water. Let's go.
I'm ready.
So Rose, what were some of the characteristics about Teo that made you say, you know what, I want this to be my husband?
Okay, so I'm the good rose or just the crazy silly. I'm
Jesus.
just like, I'm just like,
Well, you got a
um,
Bible over there. Right. We might need to read some
no,
scriptures.
really,
Okay, come on.
listen.
Come
So
on.
really, it was he's a very kind individual. Like his heart is very kind.
I can tell.
Yeah, he
Dealing with you, that's a very kind person. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Okay, come on. Sometimes my thoughts just come out
I
this big old head of mine. I'm sorry.
I don't want to do this session no more.
Okay.
I want to take my leave now. No, seriously. He's very kind.
Mhm.
He is very, very like what's the word? Like he's always willing to help.
Mhm.
He's there, he's present for it. Listen, he show up. If he don't do nothing else, he's going to show up.
Yes.
And that's not just physically, but emotionally and all that. He's right there.
Yes.
So yeah, those are the things.
And that's
Mhm.
that's what amazes me about you and your relationship, because of the distance and
Mhm.
everything. And then because me and my ex-husband, we were a distant relationship
Mhm.
until he got here, and then the Lord. I'm sorry.
It was how you said it.
So
It was how you said it.
we were still distant even when he showed. No, stop. This is serious.
Ain't nobody
Okay.
laughing.
Okay, sorry. So, stop it. So, like I say, it's something, and for a moment, even though, see, I had never been married before. He had never been married before, so we didn't really, and I didn't grow up in a household where I saw a good marriage. You know what I'm saying? But you came from a background where your mom and dad still married? Yeah, so you grew up, and you had an example. I didn't have that example, so therefore I really didn't know what to expect or what to, to want, because my father was not in my life. You know what I'm saying? So the first person, no, I'm just playing. It's not the
Okay.
first person. Um,
We're not doing this.
I did. I'm just playing. He wasn't the first person that asked. But I thought that he was, and I tried to go by the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do all, and so that's what really hurt me when my divorce was over, because I was like, Lord, I tried to do what you said. I tried to do what you said. I mean, even when it came to the point that I knew that he wasn't faithful, I still tried to stay faithful. I still tried to go to my counselor. It was like, but and whenever when all of this was happening at the time, and then I lost my mother at the same time, so I was going through two deaths at the same time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to. That's why I asked you to come here and bring Taya on here. So because like I said, I love the way y'all love, even with the distance. The love is just beautiful.
Thank you.
And even after 25 years of just now meeting him, I
We had half a century,
it's just
a quarter of a century.
yeah, it's just beautiful to actually see you all together. I saw y'all picture the other day. Y'all was dressed like, I said, oh, look at my sis. Oh, it was so precious.
So silly.
I know. One day I'm gonna have somebody. We gonna dress like two big barrels or something one day.
Why?
I'm gonna have somebody.
Why?
So
Why?
but it's beautiful. Love is beautiful when you can find that person, that soulmate. You know what I'm saying? That understands you. That no matter where you are, you still feel them close to you, and it's a connection. It's a bond. So uh, I know everything is not perfect.
Right.
You have your ups and downs.
Absolutely.
So when y'all do have an argument, how do you? I mean, even if you do, because I know I heard somebody to tell me that they never saw their mom and dad argue, not one day. Not one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so but look, guess what he said though? He said when he was going through his problems in his marriage, he was going to his mom and dad asking them for advice. But he couldn't give it. His mom and dad couldn't give him the advice because they hadn't went through it.
Yeah.
They didn't argue. So he said he realized he was going to the wrong people. Even though he wound up getting a divorce, but he happily married now. he said, you had to go to somebody, and so that's why I went to the counselors that I went to, because they had been through all of
Right,
this,
right.
the ups and downs, the
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but then they toughed it out
Mm-hmm.
and they stayed together, like that. So with you all being the loving couple, and you know about distance, you know about being together, have you all thought about counseling people before marriage? What you laughing and stop laughing? You know what? I'm sick of
Let me
this.
tell you something. No, so here's what I can say, and then you can add to or take away. But one of the things that I say all the time is transparency is good. I
Mhm.
think something that a lot of people don't do, like we look on Facebook and we see people and they post the highlights of their marriage.
Yes.
People posting, oh, we did this and we did that. And it's like, ooh, couple goals, marriage goals, relationship goals, all
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Listen, marriage is work, period. When it comes to have we ever decided to counsel anybody, we ain't just sat down and said, hey man, we finna start counseling. We ain't never said that.
I'm saying if it did like ran across your brain or something, I thought about it.
I don't think it uncrossed our minds.
Okay.
But I will say that we give advice, as if someone asks, then we will give advice.
As a couple. Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't nobody asked us as a couple, sis. Ain't nobody asked us yet as a couple.
Well, I'm asking you as a couple right now.
If we would give advice, I mean, if the people wanted to hear from us, then yes, we would share. And I believe that transparency is the key. It's not about pretending like stuff is not, like y'all got the perfect marriage, because there is no perfect marriage.
No.
So it's about being transparent. It's about, sharing your story in order for somebody to learn from your story.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess in essence, we would if somebody asked.
Okay.
So, I'm just
See
saying that was like a
how
weird
she
question
go?
because we ain't nobody ever asked us
I
that.
But
think
see,
I think the chances that
Stop
people
it.
will ask is, I think we have a chance, the possibility of people asking because we are long distance relationship. People who are about to get in long distance could potentially approach
learn
us.
from you all. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because I know a lot of people. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Tayo, for coming through. And you didn't go, oh, and start laughing and stuff.
He,
You
but
answered
he
it
started laughing when
seriously.
I started laughing. Y'all see 423-713-7614. Please call.
You're not supposed to act like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
After 27 years of me meeting him,
Here we
our
go.
relationship
Mhm.
with each other, you're supposed to
Yeah.
act better around.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Rose.
You don't have
It's
to
been a
make
long
change.
time coming. So we need you to. So listen, I want to play this song for everybody who's going through some things in life. If your marriage is rocky, life is rocky, no matter what.
Mhm.
I just want you to know that things will get better. Okay,
Man.
Absolutely.
so let's play this song to help encourage people. Let them know that things are going to get better. Is he listening?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. It's
You
coming,
so
y'all.
funny.
It's coming, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, hey. Yeah, we got people on here speaking to us.
Hey y'all.
Attentive. That's good. She said being attentive to you. And thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk Radio Show with Coach Rose.
Hey y'all.
Yes, yes, we're in here today and we're talking about love and marriage and how divorce can have a toll on you mentally.
Mhm.
And we have our special guest, my
Oh,
brother that
Lord.
I've been waiting to meet for 28 years. He's finally here. And Coach Rose just finally let me meet my brother after all these years. And I'm just blessed. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So we were discussing when when the song was on, we were discussing, how it just I can't understand how some people say, we've been married 30, 40, 50 years and then all of a sudden they
Mhm.
say, we decided to get a divorce.
Mhm.
So, tell the people, I mean after something that is like devastating
It is.
to me.
It is. And we were discussing that, and my response to that was that a lot of times people put off something that they wanted to do a long time ago.
Mhm.
So, it could also necessary, you had mentioned, like, how can you just say, man, I'm tired of this person? But sometimes it's not the person, it's what's happening in the marriage or what's not happening in the marriage.
Mhm.
So if people may say, I'm about to roll out because you make me feel a certain type of way, or you don't make me feel a certain type of way. And so, the factors that play into it, people will say, well, what will other people say
Yeah,
about us? what
yeah.
what they gonna think about us? Or we have kids, we have to stay together. So a lot of times when you see people who after 30, 40, 50 years are getting a divorce, they could have been wanting to get a divorce at year 4.
Mhm.
But we got kids, so we're gonna stay together for the kids. Our families are involved.
Yeah.
We gonna stay together because of the family. So it finally gets to that point that, like, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's not so much a lot of times, because like I said, I can still love you, the person, and just not want to feel that way. And that could be what causes people to walk away after 30, 40, 50 years. I'm not a proponent for divorce, but again, I am a proponent for being treated well and not
Yeah.
being mistreated.
And happiness.
And yeah.
So and being married and when it gets to that point, um do you think it's best to, well, no, you say you're not a proponent of divorce, but I'm not, is it best to just go to counseling
Yeah,
and work
definitely
on
try
it,
counseling first.
even when you fed up?
When you're fed up, still try counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Or, first have a conversation with the person, right? Talk to the person. Then, if you need to, if that person is willing, you know what I mean? If there are changes, if the person changes and you start to see changes, then cool. But if that person doesn't, and you feel like, I'm gonna take it a step further, let's go to counseling, then fine. But if you've already tried counseling, then what? So you have to decide when it's enough for you. You have to decide what you're going to do for you. I'm not a relationship coach. Let me put that out there.
Okay.
But I can only say, I say counseling for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But also do it before you get to the point where you're fed up. Because a lot of people wait till the very last minute, then everything
you don't
blew
want
up,
to be, you don't
and
want
now
to be
you're
on
like,
Snap. You don't want to be on Snap.
okay,
I'm just saying.
why we going to Snap?
No, I'm just saying because sometimes. Okay, but let me ask you this. Then. We just gonna go on. Wait,
Pray, y'all.
Wait, wait.
Uh-huh.
So let me ask you this. I want to hear from both point of views, and even you too, Gil, since you want to chime in from the background, all of me. Do you feel like a marriage can be mended after someone cheats?
I think it's up to both parties what they decide, because it's only two people in the marriage. That other person is that other person, right? So if you sit down with that person and y'all talk about it and y'all decide that you're going to move on, I'm going to say this, and don't y'all give me no flack.
Don't do it.
Okay? If you decide to stay, don't bring it up again. Stop throwing it in their faces. If you gonna stay, stay and move forward. If you know that you can't stay and move forward and not bring it up, walk away. Because you're doing no one any good to keep bringing it up. Every time y'all have an argument, well, you had slept with someone. Hey man, that was 15 years ago. You said you were gonna stay here and we were gonna work on this. Let's do that.
Well, I'm just gonna do the same thing to make it even, and then we can just start.
And you know what's crazy?
I'm just playing.
No. Don't say you playing, because it's a lot of people that think like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have that. You did it. I'm gonna go get me, and then I'm gonna be back,
and then we'll be good.
We'll be good. But at the end of the day, like what? So it's up to the two people that are in that relationship that make that decision. That's my point of view.
We have a question from TikTok that says, if a person is for you and y'all break up, do they come back and it's meant to be? Does it mean it's meant to be?
Doesn't mean it's meant to be. So my opinion, I'm gonna preface everything I say with it's my opinion.
Okay.
It is my opinion that if a person is meant for you, if it is a godly relationship and it's meant for you and it's ordained by God, you will know then if that person comes back, because sometimes you have to walk away so that you can grow. Yes. People have to grow up, because y'all might have gotten together when you were young. Y'all might have got together when one person was in a vulnerable state. Everybody wasn't on the same maturity level. Yeah. But so you break up, you go away. If it comes back around and y'all start the relationship again and it starts to work.
Yeah.
It might just
it's kind of like it ain't what you do, is how you do it. Yeah. If a person leave you in a bad situation, you ain't love me. Yeah. So why would I take you back?
So can I give grace on that though? Okay, come on. Don't look at me like that. Let me give grace to that, because it could just be that at that point in time, they didn't know how to handle your situation. So they had to walk away and go grow up. So just because I leave you in your situation when you're like, dang, this one I needed you the most, it could have just been that person wasn't mature enough to be what you needed them to be in that situation. So they were like, I'm gonna walk away. Was it the best option for you in the situation? No. Was it the best for them? Could have been.
That's why I'm taking resumes. You need to write all this stuff down before we get into it, because I need to know this type of stuff. So when it's happened, I know. I'm just saying, I'm trying to avoid Snapped. I don't want to get on there.
Well, why would you be on Snapped?
Because the Lord's still working on me, Rose. The Lord's still working on me.
He's working on all of us. But why would you be on Snap?
It's gonna be a different kind of snap. It ain't gonna be. Yeah, I ain't gonna kill you. I'm just
423-713-7614.
You gonna want to feel like that you was with the Lord. You gonna be like, Lord, go ahead and take me now.
Stop.
I'm right here.
I can't.
Go ahead, take me.
Do we have any other questions? I can't. I cannot.
Okay. Let's see.
I cannot.
It says, like, if they are married and get a divorce and marry again, they are called an adulteress. Yeah, that's what they saying. That's we asked that question. I was told one time, well, I was talking to a guy online, and he had took and said that. He asked me, was I married? And I told him I had been married before, but I got a divorce. He said, so, you can't get married again until he die. Is he still alive? I'm like, and I'm like, who Bible you reading, sir? Cause like I had never had heard.
So let's the Bible does give certain situations where a person can get a divorce.
Yeah, adultery and death, right?
No, if the person is emotionally and physically abusive, you can, because
and abuse. Yeah, that's right. And abuse.
So if it falls under those
categories,
then yes,
circumstances. Okay.
But the person once you're divorced. You're divorced. The person doesn't have to die before you get married.
Well, I'm glad that ain't true, because I'll kill them and then go on and get married.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I'm joking, y'all.
She's a comedian.
I'm a comedian. I am just kidding. I am not killing anybody. I can't
at all.
I can't run. My thighs will not permit me to do
that. Hello.
Okay. All right. So, from a man's point of view, we didn't get to the man's point of view about. But you're the woman.
I know, but I didn't say anything. You
What?
said you was making it seem like.
Oh no. That's how I
Oh,
be doing.
I was like, I
You
didn't.
know, I raised 5 kids. I be hitting on tables all the time.
Right.
Sit down.
Go ahead.
Stop that. I'm gonna come up. Don't make me come over. If I come over there, I'm over there. You know that's how.
I cannot.
Listen. So Teo, from your point of view, or do you think if a man is cheated on, the marriage can be mended?
I think a relationship can be mended.
Gil, what's your because see his wife right here, he's scared. Rose, blink
First
two
of all,
times.
first of
Blink
all,
two times.
don't
Come
do
on,
that.
Mr.
He
Gil.
could have elaborated. I ain't even look at him when he
Yes,
was
she did.
answering.
Look, she did. She gave him a side eye. She said, "What? Watch what you say."
Now I'm
That's
being blamed for how he answered.
I would actually amend that statement. Most relationships can be amended.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
Is it
of them.
depends on how the person cheat?
No.
Come on, Gil. Come on.
Not how.
Let me know. Yeah.
What you mean how?
Because they said, listen, I heard. Wait a minute now, because this woman told me that she wanted to divorce her husband because she caught him texting or talking to other women. So I said, "You think he done slept with him or whatever?" She said, "No, he was just talking." But that's still
Okay.
cheating. Do you feel like that's cheating?
Yes, it is, because emotionally
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
you're tapped out.
Yeah.
So there is such a thing as emotional cheating, where
Mhm.
the cheating may not be physical, but there is such a thing as emotional cheating.
He's doing
Yeah.
what he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's
It's kind of like in that Tyler Perry movie. You remember?
Huh?
When he knew she was cheating and he told her what time and she changed her lipstick and you never saw it? You seen it? Yeah. And
What was that?
yeah.
Throwing
Huh?
out the boat.
Oh, you looking at something violent. Okay, Gil. Uh, wait a minute.
So dumb.
You-
Oh, the one with the counselor one.
yeah.
She was the
No,
counselor.
it's Why Did I Get Married Too? That one.
Wow.
That one, yeah. When she knew,
that one.
he knew she was cheating. He knew she changed her
Oh,
lipstick. He
yeah.
knew
Oh,
she
yeah.
changed what she was wearing to work or whatever. And he said
Did
that
I
she,
miss this movie?
yeah, you need. And then she said, I didn't sleep with him. He says you did even worse. He had you. He took you emotionally.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Even
hard.
worse. Okay, so Gil, answer the question. He done forgot what the question is now. The question is, do you think a marriage can be mended after someone is unfaithful? Unfaithful. It can be.
To work with it.
Work it out and get over it. Yeah. You can't do it. Yeah, I can't do that because you mess around, call me her name, and then see that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because my thing is like when we okay, go here she go.
What you mean? I just got a question.
Okay, no.
So, would you like that same?
Standards.
Yes. Would you like that same behavior towards you? Would you want her to say, "I'm walking away because"? Mm-hmm. But if she says she wanted you to stick around.
Well, if I'm mentally over our relationship.
Well, yes. Okay. Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't say.
See that they don't make him like Gil no
I
more.
think-
He's a good
I
man.
think
You ain't got no
if
cousins
I
or
was
brothers or
obliged
nothing.
to, I'm no longer interested in staying in a relationship.
There you go.
You ain't got
There
no
you go.
cousins, no brothers, no nephews.
He was answering the question.
Oh, okay.
That, I'm not
Yeah.
in love with you anymore.
Right.
I want to move on.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That is just awesome, Gil.
Huh?
Huh?
It's
No,
not.
it's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
Because here's here's
Speaking
the
of
thing.
cutting, you just I'm sorry. I was okay. Go ahead. Go.
Pray, y'all. It's just circumstances.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Circumstances, life, just people being in different places at different times. And I'm 1000% where you are, right? I get your thought process, and I get why you say that. The flip side of that is I may be feeling like this, like today, like, bruh, I'm over you, man. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. Like, we're done. And then, you know, maybe we do go our separate ways. And maybe life starts to happen. I'm grown up and I see things for what it was or what it is, and then reconciliation happens. And then yes, y'all get back together. But it doesn't always have to mean I'm walking away. Like, we don't always have to walk away. We can reconcile before the walk away. So I think it depends on the situation
Like
for
you
those
said,
two
it
people.
depends on if they're both willing to work.
Right, right,
Mhm.
And like you said earlier, maybe one person hadn't matured
right,
enough,
right,
you know,
right.
and maybe they don't see the relationship like, the other person sees.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
then too, like, understanding like the example you gave of you grew up without your father figure. So you didn't
Mhm.
have an example of what marriage
Of
was
what I
like.
supposed to want. Yeah.
Even people who have an example of what marriage is like, you still have to have somebody that's giving you, that's helping you through it,
Yeah.
because each stage of life is different.
Mhm.
Like, I may be like, okay, I was 25 when we got married. So at 25, yeah, I was in a good place. Mentally, I was thinking like, okay, yeah, I'm good. But I've grown up more since then. So maybe some things that I, may have looked at 25 and was like, man, if he do this, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? At 37, almost 38, I'm probably like, man, let's sit down, let's talk about this thing. Cause is it really that bad? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody has their threshold. So
Yeah.
when you hit your threshold, it's like,
That's it.
okay, where I'm finna go, what we finna do. So are we sitting here? Are we having a conversation? Are we working it out? Are we really putting into it what we say we're gonna put into it? Or am I just gonna be like, you know what? It didn't work out. I'm gonna love you forever and ever. Amen. I just can't love you as my spouse.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And at a certain age, who wants to start over?
Hey man, I
Exactly.
done told this one right here. If ever
If ever.
we go this way, I'm not doing marriage again.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
Look how
hey
he
man,
looking. You scared? Don't be scared. No, it's okay, Mateo. You done met your
yes.
sister now. Okay, don't do that.
What are you talking about?
Okay, come on,
What
Rose.
y'all talking about? Yeah. But it's just, it's just when you think about it, after you've done marriage once, hey man, you be like, all right, bro.
Mine didn't even last that long, and I still got a
See what
question
I'm
mark.
saying? Yeah.
I got
and
marriage
it's
on a
like that.
sticky note on my refrigerator because I'm
Huh?
like, huh?
What is going on?
And somebody said on here on TikTok, they say it depends on how bad the cheating is. Let me be transparent for a minute. In my marriage, he was, unfaithful,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't the cheating. It
Mm-hmm.
was the cheat. I knew he was cheating, and I
Mhm.
still accepted him back.
Mm-hmm.
And we was gonna go to counseling. And I was gonna work on that, you know. But the last time we got into an argument, what made me say I'm done,
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that we split the bills, we do this, we do that. We was arguing. He put the money for the bills on the table, and when after the argument was over, I realized he took it and left out the door. And you knew that my kids, we needed food in the house for my children.
Mm-hmm.
You knew I needed gas. You knew my car wasn't in a good condition. And I moved you down here from where you were and let you in my house and did all of this. So that's why I say, the cheating part, I probably could have got over that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I probably done cheated with a lot of folk. You
Not
know
in
what
my
I'm saying?
mind. But here, you know how many?
But
Here's the thing with relationships. Like, in all honesty, people, even if they don't physically cheat, emotionally or mentally, at some point it's crossed your mind about someone else, right? And so you can't
like
just
every
base.
day.
Okay, I'm trying to have.
Okay, come on, I hear you. Come on. I'm sorry.
So you can't even really say cheating is what's gonna make me end the relationship, because in reality, it's not the cheating, it's not the act of cheating that makes people quit a relationship. It's what led to the cheating. So what led to the cheating? Is it that you don't respect me? Is it that you treat me a certain type of way? People do things because they're not getting their needs met. My mentor, Miss Angie, says all the time, relationships end because someone didn't get their needs met.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not getting my needs met, and then here come Billy Joe Bob, and you want to chop it up and you want to meet my needs, not physical. You're not meeting my physical. You just chopping it up with me. You listening to me. You laughing with me. You hearing me. Like, then I'm like, okay, well, Billy Joe Bob don't look so bad.
Yeah.
And Billy Joe Bob may not even be your type, but because he's offering something that you're not getting. At that point, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's the attention. So again, 90% of marriages aren't ending because of the cheating, the act of cheating. They're ending because someone isn't getting their needs met. And it's not always physical.
Mm-hmm. Like you all said in the beginning, communication.
Yes.
And respect.
Yeah.
So this last question, somebody on here said, what if they continue to cheat time and time? Like you take them back, they cheating again. You take them back, they cheating again.
Okay.
Yeah, we not.
All right. So this just flat out.
This not Uno. We not doing reverse.
Right.
We're not playing
Just
reverse.
like real talk.
Yeah,
you gotta walk away, because a pattern, a behavioral pattern, if it continues to be a pattern, that's just who they are. So if you done took them back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah.
At what point do you say I deserve better?
Yes, exactly.
You have to love yourself enough to say, is it worth my peace of mind just to say I got somebody? When this somebody is the community somebody.
Well, I used the baseball effect.
Oh Lord.
After that third time, he struck out. Now it was over.
Yeah.
It was done. I tried.
Do you think you can outgrow a relationship? And the way you can outgrow? What if one person is not maturing as fast as the husband is not maturing as fast as the wife, and she wants to move on and do better? He's still on the level that they were at when they first met. So.
That is a great question.
Yes.
And it does happen. It does happen.
Yep.
One spouse wants more. One person wants more. I believe that if you have a conversation, though, and see what's lacking, like what is lacking. So what is it that why are you not moving? Like, what can I do to help you move? Because at the end of the day, together, we in this thing together, right? So if I'm progressing, but you're not, something is wrong. There's a disconnect there. So obviously I'm not doing something right, or I'm not complimenting you like I should in order for us to be moving together upward. Now, we may not be on the same level of upward, but we both should be moving upward. I shouldn't be I'll say, let's just use these numbers. I shouldn't be 15 years ahead of you, like maturity wise, and you're still 15 years behind. You're where we were when we first got together.
Yeah.
We because
supposed to grow together.
Then what's happening? Does that make sense?
Where's the disconnect?
Yeah, where's the disconnect? So
the person
go ahead.
need to get some help.
Yeah.
On whatever is holding them back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well. So, but it comes through that communication to kind of filter through it and like, look, I think you need to get some help. Even it could just be you need to go back to school or college, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Or just understanding what's wrong. You know what I mean? Because if I understand what's wrong, what's holding you back, then it's like, okay, well, what can I do to help hold you accountable? Because accountability is key too.
Yeah.
If I hold you accountable and say, all right, you said you was gonna do this by this date. What's up? We getting close. What you doing? What's your game plan? And you don't allow me to be that accountability partner, then that's a whole different story. So what's wrong? What do you need?
Yeah. And then if I'm trying to help you and you keep telling me that you don't need help and you're not seeing what I'm trying to do, the counselor that I went to told me, she said, until he realizes that he needs help, he's gonna take himself wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever he goes, whatever relationship he goes to next, is gonna fail again. Because you're not realizing that you need the help wherever you go. And true enough, it has happened. You know,
I mean, you're the common denominator. So
Yeah.
whether you go be with
Yeah,
somebody
yes,
else,
yes.
if you haven't dealt with the thing that was causing the problem to begin with, you're gonna take
Yes.
it with you.
Yes, exactly.
So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at
yes.
KD over there
yes.
back there.
And another thing, keep your relationship issues to yourself.
Yeah. Boy, put it out there again.
Keep your
Every time.
relationship issues to yourself.
Listen, tell them this. Facebook is not a counselor.
Hello?
IG is not a
Social
counselor.
media is not
It's
it.
not a counselor. You be listening to all these different people, then
Yeah.
you're gonna wind up on Snap.
But not okay. Can we stop with the
Oh,
snap?
okay, I'm sorry.
But seriously, when you okay, so let me clarify what I mean. You are more than welcome to share with the people you want to share. However,
Be careful.
you have got to source the people you are sharing your stuff with. My 7th grade teacher, Miss Natalie Elder, at Orchard Knob Middle School, told me one thing, and I mean, she told me a lot, but this one thing stuck with me. She said, you tell people enough to hang themselves with. If you telling everybody under the sun your business, and then they get out in the streets, and everybody talking about your business, who you gonna get mad at?
Yeah.
Because you done put it on social media.
Yeah.
You done told Tom, Dick, Harry, Billy Bob, Sue Ann.
Yeah,
You've told
the little
everybody.
stray dog go across the street.
everybody.
The little cats that's running over here.
Everybody
The
knows your business.
squirrels.
When you keep your relationship issues to yourself,
Yes.
and just within a trusted circle, and not just a circle, it might just need to be a dot.
Yeah.
A trusted dot.
You,
and then take it to a counselor, right?
And God.
You have to learn to stop trying to tell everybody your business, because then when y'all work it out, and I'm looking at you sideways because you talking about this the love of my life. I don't know what I would do without him. But the other day you was just like, I can't stand him. He get on my nerves, or she this or she that. You have to stop sharing everything. It's one thing to share your story so you can help others not make the same mistake, but it's a whole nother thing when you telling your entire, he get on my nerves, he did this and he don't do this and he don't do this. Because listen, what you keep telling somebody he's not doing, if I keep coming to you and say, well, he don't do this and he don't do this and he do this and he do that and he like it this way and she like it this way, and you giving people notes. You're giving people notes to use against you in your own relationship. So if you done told me everything this man likes, everything he doesn't like, I'm looking at the paper like, all right, well, what I'm finna do? And then you've opened yourself up to everybody in your relationship.
And I'm gonna say this one last thing before we get ready to go. We already know window time.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
right
y'all.
now. We good. This is good. This is meat right here. I want to say there, sex is not love.
Hello, say it for the people.
It's not love. Sex is not love.
No.
I've actually heard someone. She caught him cheating so many times. He made so many babies on her. They've even had altercations, fist fights, all these things. I said, why do you stay? And she told me, because she's never had anyone to give her sexual pleasure like he did. That is not love.
One day y'all ain't gonna be able to do it, so you're gonna have to have something that's more than that.
That is not love. And then even in marriage,
getting married just so that you can have sex without a guilty conscience.
Yes,
and that's not love either.
No, and see, you do that, and then after them 24 seconds pass, then you done.
Come on, tell the people.
And then the problem's still right there.
Right.
The problem's still right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel
can't-
like
you
it been all
cannot
night. It been
base-
like 30 seconds, like a microwave.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Okay, come on.
You cannot base your relationship on sex.
Yeah.
There has to be an intimacy that goes beyond the physical intimacy.
Yes.
Like if you can't connect without intercourse,
Yes.
there's a problem.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than just sex.
It has to be mental. You got to have a mental bond.
Yeah.
Have to have a mental bond. Listen, we've been good today, brother. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Like I said, let me know. Blink twice if you need. We'll get you some help after this. Rose, you have really
I'm
showed
an
out
afterthought
today. You've been good today. I'm talking about you. You ain't never came in here and worked your degree like you did today. No, baby, you done worked this degree. I'm seeing here. You see, I was looking at my sister. She paid attention in every class. She has been in here working this degree today. I am so proud of you. And I know you're showing out for your husband. I know. And he finna get home and show you how proud of you. He proud of you. I saw the way he was just looking at you. He's like, I just want to put my fingers in them braids. That's what he said.
What is wrong with you?
But look, listen. All these TikTokers on here want to know. Get what they said?
Well,
Does that lady with the braids got a TikTok? I said, wait a minute. Yes, she does, y'all. And I'm glad you asked. There you go, Rose. Give him your information.
It is called It's Coach Rosie. That is ITSCOACHROI. I can't spell. ROSIE. It's Coach Rosie.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling my go-to. She'll help you. She be helping me. And Teo, tell all the people, speaking some of that good language for us before you leave.
Don't do him like that. Don't put him on the spotlight.
I like that language. I'm gonna find me somebody to speak that to me. So when they fussing and we arguing, I don't even know what you're talking about, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. It's been wonderful. And Rose, you know what I love about you? I'm gonna give you this one thing. I love the way you can go hood and be professional at the same time. Like she like, bro, I'm done with you. But on the other hand, I'm like, look at my sis. Well, she don't work this degree today. I'll tell you, I love you so much. She did a good job, didn't she? She did a good job. I love you. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Talk Radio Show with Coach Rosie.
Thank y'all.
And thank you, Katie and Gil, for y'all input. Y'all, this is awesome.
Y'all.
This has been a good show. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go home and watch it again. Because I want to go back and check and see if my brother blinked over there. He didn't want to do it. So I love y'all.
This what we doing?
Listen, no matter what you do, no matter what you go in life, it's going to get better.
Yes.
And just remember, always pack a smile.
Yes.